more and more people started living in high density real estate. There's over 22 billion delivery packages are being sent into these buildings. This traditional process of lockers are not able to handle the volume and the capacity. Hey, my name is Favorov and I'm the CEO of HelloPackage. We are a logistics company for high density residential real estate, and we solve the chaos that is now getting everybody's packages into their apartment communities, student housing, or their HOAs. And we utilize a lot of computer vision and other AI platforms, including Hyperagent, to automate this process and make it much less heavy manual process that it's been for many years. I've been a software engineer for about 20 years. My focus has always been on using hardware and automation platforms to deliver replacement for manual solutions. About 8 years ago, 3 tectonic changes started happening. One is more and more people started living in high density real estate. Over 50 million people are now living that. And then there's over 22 billion delivery packages are being sent into these buildings. And at the same time, the traditional process of lockers or manual are not able to handle the volume and the capacity. So that's why it was the right time to build a computer vision AI agentic based product to eliminate the manual bottlenecks and save costs for the operators and the developers of the real estate assets. And that's where I think Hyperagent has been a very eye-opening tool for me to understand how to build that. Not only are we replacing the backbone of our websites and our entire development pipeline with agentic using Hyperagent, we also pretty much automating and accelerating all of our customer service, our sales and marketing, and all other processes in our business using Hyperagent. It's helping us write our own application code now using the models, as well as we're utilizing to go business development, meet new customers, map out where do we find the best customers for us to go after. Hyperagent, what really kind of made it hit for me is that how quickly within a day it did about 27 markets within the United States and identified about 800 opportunities for us to go after. I worked with Hyperagent to scrape an entire large database on a regional basis, map out all of the buildings that are under construction at the moment in different stages of construction, create individualized pitch and reach out systems to go after each one of those individual buildings. And not only was I able to do that just like in a textual interface, but it created me outputted documents that I was able to share with my sales team, business development team to actually go after these buildings, which we were never able to do before because it required probably months of manual web scrubbing. The interesting thing before, it was quite a manual process because it required a lot of disparate systems. So we had access to different data systems like CoStar, like Salesforce, other data drivers for us and other websites, but they were never tied together. So we end up having to copy paste a lot of everything was done in the end manually and then had to be aggregated through spreadsheets. With Hyperagent, we were able to automate the connections, the lead sources, the browsing of the internet, the mapping everything out into one platform and get the final result ready to take action on. Right now, we categorize our agents to probably 4 different categories. One is our go-to-market, as we talked about. Then there is a marketing portion that is being shared and used across the system. So where I loaded up our entire knowledge base, all of our demos, sales demos, all our presentations into Hyperagent, and now it can generate customized presentations for any type of event we go to. And our sales team has access to that as a part of the Hyperagent team, and they can request customizations. Our biggest driver right now is using Hyperagent as an MCP server and as a webhook so that our other system can actually notify when to do work with the Hyperagent automatically. We do a lot of social selling, which is when a comment pops up on LinkedIn, we scrub the entire LinkedIn to find new development deals, for example. From that, we grabbed the company name, and then we kick off a Hyperagent task to do a research, find us contacts, and then populate our go-to-market pipeline to initiate reach out through LinkedIn. On a lot of other things, we are working through the process how to effectively structure code, our production code that is generated by Claude and Hyperagent, so that it doesn't go rogue within the code system. So that also requires developer code review. The biggest one, of course, is LinkedIn, our Google Work Suite, Salesforce. The other ones are Apollo, I think it's called Salesforge, where we do our communications and potential reach out to the customer. So about 3 years ago, we only had about 50 buildings. We've grown to 200 buildings, which is 70,000 residents. And we process over 10 million packages a year at the moment. That actually allowed us to get accepted into NIR REACH program, which is a National Association of Realtors. This has been probably a big shift for us in the last 6 months. We are transforming our business from being AI hardware coded, but now now transitioning our entire backend as well as our support and the backend processes into agentic.